Going on to my Libras. So the cards that I come up with are the Eight of Swords, the Temperance, the Knight of Swords, the Strength, the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, okay, the Lovers, okay, the Empress. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you Libras, right? And you did show up in your own reading. The Empress represents Libra anyway. So the Eight of Swords, the Temperance, and the Knight of Swords represent how so far the Eight of Swords is about you marking your territory, right? You marking your boundary lines, you having to create boundary lines with a person that was fronting like they was an angel or something like this, but in actuality they didn't mean you any good. So what happens is with that is that so now a lot of you Libras at this point in time may have a misconception that you may need to be a little bit more guarded when it comes to interacting with people. That's not necessarily true because the Knight of Swords represents how you still want to leave room so that if you are dating somebody or you're trying to date, potential for people can come on in and try to actually speak to you because it's very it goes against the grain and it's actually hustling backwards. It's very self-destructive to say that you want to be in a relationship with somebody and you make it sound good like yeah you want to be in a relationship, but then at the same time due to your actions of keeping people outside of allowing them to get close to you to really get to know you, you're saying and you're doing two different things. So the reason why I'm saying is for you to allow people to get to know you is right, which is the Knight of Swords, which represents a potential new person or people in general coming in to find out if you and them are compatible, other than this person that disappointed you, treated you like trash or whatever the case may be, even though they was fronting to be an angel, um is to allow yourself to be open-minded, right? If you close yourself off, a lot of people are going to kind of write you off in that regard, and you don't want that, right? So the things that the strength represents your own strength, and it represents don't allow the boundaries, the right, which is a representation of the Eight of Swords, the boundaries that you've created, right, the self-defense mechanism to be used against you, because it will work against you if you know it will work against you because you know I mean, I love Libra. I was engaged to a Libra, but at the same time, Libras are very difficult to deal with, regardless of whether it is that you know it or not. Libras are very difficult to deal with because the thing about Libras is that even though, Libras, y'all say that y'all want love, y'all really, sometimes the Libras y'all can be in situations where y'all don't want to go through anything with people. And not only that too, but the thought process a lot of the times, remember what it is that I've said, Libra. I said that the most judgmental zodiac sign is not Virgo. It's not. It's actually Libra. So a lot of the times the jumping to conclusions and the mental gymnastics that Libras end up doing, which is strength, right? Which is strength. This is not me just talking out of my neck. This is strength, okay? Trying to, you know, show and prove that you have just as much enthusiasm and is just as much moxie as the next person and all that stuff. That can turn off people, especially when people are legitimately trying to get to know you. I don't know if you Libras knew that, right? So the thing is that and I was engaged to a Libra. So the eight of wands represents here that you're going to have to create an entirely new thought process where you're able to figure out if people are playing games with you without being so guarded and so tight. Because again, the last thing that unless you Libras want this to happen to you, the last thing that you should want is for your own strength to be used against you. And your strength can be used against you if someone knows how to take advantage of it. If they see that you're guarded and stuff like this, a lot of Libras tend to like the finer things in life, right? But what happens when you find someone, right? Your strength can be used against you if you find someone that tells you, "Oh yeah, they'll buy you a yacht," right? Or they show you a lot of money. "Oh yeah, I'll buy you a yacht, a big boat, a big fancy boat," and you Libras, "Oh, it's wonderful," but then this person turns out to be a complete and utter lunatic. Lunatic to you, lunatic to whomever, right? So you need to, because you didn't base your judgments that you're supposed to be using on reality. You looked at it from a perspective of the finer things, and you made a prejudgment as, because this person has the finer things in life, like a big yacht, it means that this person has upstanding character. That's not necessarily the case. And the thing is that the King of Cups represents the type of people whom you should be going for, that is conducive for a relationship, are the type of people who are direct. King of Cups. Look at how the King of Cups, the person on the King of Cups, is presenting the card, presenting their proposal to you. They're letting you know directly, "I'm interested. I like you. I want to kick it. I want to hang out. Do you want to hang out too?" There's no kind of ambiguity. And then things that the Seven of Swords represent, for the Seven of Swords is, well, the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups obviously represents someone who's coming back, or you're trying to go back to somebody else, or you and the other person, it's a mutual thing where the two of you are reuniting. One of those three. Apply one of those three to your specific situation. But the Seven of Swords is that this is not an even footing. So there was somebody who, in the relationship, that was not very equal opportunity. It was something where, it was saying, right, uh, that the implication was, "Oh yeah, it was all love," or whatever the case may be. But in actuality, someone didn't necessarily respect the thought or the identity of who the other person was. And that's what caused the separation in the first place. That is that now you, the other person, or the two of you now have to come back together. Because if the two of you were compatible the first time, and if there was equal opportunity, like this, uh like the Eight of Swords or something like this, right? um the relationship would have been working a lot better, a lot more smoothly, right? So the thing is that the Lovers and the Empress, right? The Lovers and the Empress, both of these cards represent air signs. The Lovers represents Gemini, the Empress represent Libra. So a lot of air, right? Implementation of air. And the things that the Lovers and the High Priestess is about, how, again, this relationship that you Libras have with this person is a very tumultuous and dysfunctional relationship. Because I will say this though, the Empress is that some of you Libras will, right? If you Libras know that you really messed up, some of you Libras will go back and apologize, right? Or whoever messed up will come back and apologize and be like, "Oh, I messed up. I shouldn't have done that," right? And they want to rekindle what the two of you had, whether it's you who messed up and saying that to them, whether they messed up and saying that to you. Whoever messed up will go back and let the other person know that they want to have this relationship with them. But you have to understand, Libra, that the foundation, this is what the lovers represents too. It is a warning that the foundation has to be set up correctly. If the foundation of the relationship is not set up correctly, then what it is that you're going to have here is this relationship is doomed to repeat the same sequence where there's one person trying, there's one person who's bringing value to the table, and then there's another person who is too strong, too independent, all this other stuff, trying to compete, posture, and acting like they too fancy or they too good for the other person when they just look like a plumb loser because they're trying too hard. And then, so let's clarify the lovers. Let's clarify the lovers. Wow, it's still early. So you have the Five of Cups, the lovers, to clarify the lovers, Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. We already got the Eight of Swords. So the Five of Cups is that, like I said, when this person comes back and apologizes, right? It sets up a situation for you Libras where, again, the relationship has to be created on a strong foundation. The foundation of the relationship has to be created well. It has to be you Libras really understanding what you want, right? What do you Libras really want? Who do you want to be? The Eight of Swords is that while the other person is continuing, I ain't gonna say continuing this, but because the lovers will be past tense, right? So I should say, to be more accurate, I should say the Two of Pentacles is about how one person is seeing how is looking at this Eight of Swords person, and that this Eight of Swords person is being belligerent, close-minded, petty. And then the Two of Pentacles is about this other person who is looking at this being upstanding and wondering why they put up with them for so long. And then the thing is, let's clarify the Empress. See, the reason why I'm pausing is because we're on YouTube and you got to watch what it is that you're saying. So to watch what it is that I say, I just go ahead and use different words. I have a very good vocabulary that I can pick from. So to clarify the Empress, we have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and then you have the High Priestess. So the Page of Wands is about if you Libras want this relationship to be rekindled again, and you're going to get along with this person, you and this person have to clear the way for the relationship. You have to actually be in the relationship. If not, the relationship is just going to be here again. The Queen of Pentacles, just usury is going to happen for something, regardless of whatever it is. And then the High Priestess represents just an underlining sense of bad blood and feud and difficulty and disagreements between the two of you if it doesn't work out. So again, Libra, if you want to be in a relationship with this person, you're going to have to be direct. You're going to have to be revealed. And what I mean when I say revealed is not be up underneath the table, or they're going to have to be not up underneath the table. But you're still going to have to be not up underneath the table or above the table too, to be direct, get to the point, tell them what it is that you want. and don't deviate on it. So, because once you do, that's when all the games and the trouble start. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.